In the market right now, hybrids are all the rage. The BADDs, the piezoelectrics, the ESTs, the planars, if you can think of it, it has already been done. But sometimes you want a purist experience. The single BAs are mostly terrible, but the single DDs, sometimes they can provide you the most coherent, the most natural experience that an IEM can provide for you. But in the sub $100 price bracket, there's really only one V-shaped DD IEM that I would personally approve of, the Kefine Delci. So let's talk about that. Yes, the Kefine Delci, Kefine being a sub-brand of the ever-popular Civca. The Delci currently retails for $75 US, and yes, sports just a simple single DD setup. Before we go any further, as per usual, let's just talk about the non-audio stuff, starting with the packaging and accessories. First, when it comes to accessories, you're not gonna get too much. One set of narrow bores as well as one set of wide bore silicone tips. You get a leather carrying case, but most egregiously, the Delci only comes in a 3.5mm SKU. As per usual, what that means is that if you're running something like a balanced deck, you have to just get a separate 4.4 cable. There is no 4.4mm SKU for you. But here is what most people rave about the Delci, the build quality. The Delci comes in with a fully metal build. Then again, a lot of metal DD IEMs tend to also come in this configuration. For example, in the under $100 price bracket, we already have the Moondrop Aria 2 as well as the Dunu Titan S. Still, I'm not going to shy away from praise. The Delci is one of the best built IEMs at under $100 US. It feels premium, it feels strong, sturdy, and durable. The cable feels quite nice, apart from the criticism of its 3.5mm SKU only. It is in a quad braid configuration and feels very audiophile, I guess. But a big question now is, yes, it is clinical approved, but why exactly? And of course, sound quality is great. It's amazing. The Kefine Delci is one of the very few V-shaped DD IEMs at under $100 that I really like. Now that I think about it, actually, it's the only one. Yes, by virtue of it being V-shaped, you're gonna have enhanced bass response as well as enhanced treble response, specifically around the 5,000 to 6,000 Hz region. But as with many IEMs, V-shape is a very tough trick to pull off. You just mess up the balance a little bit and the mids become completely unnatural. Mess up the bass and it becomes too muddy. Mess up the treble and it becomes too sharp. The Delci manages to pull off that balance of, yes, being very exciting, but at the same time sounding fairly natural as well. Yes, if you want something that is more neutral, maybe something even more meta, then maybe something like the 7Hz 02 would be more to your speed. Or even more within a price brackets, you have the Dunu Titan S as well as the Aria 2 coming in, trying to compete in this price bracket. But those two IEMs tend to be more towards the lower frequencies or slightly more neutral. It doesn't have that sparkly treble that the Delci has. And of course, the multitudes of other DD IEMs that come in at under $100 US that try to compete with the Delci in a V-shaped setting, but of course in this channel we don't talk about that. But regardless, the Delci is obviously a very colored set. Again, enhanced bass, enhanced treble, but some people like that, and we feel like this is a very good addition in the Hangout.audio catalog. I know it can be kind of biased towards more neutral and balanced kind of sound signatures, but let's face it, those signatures can be just safe and just an easy purchase. But for those of you who want that rock out V-shaped sound, then by all means the Delci is a great purchase. Great bass, great treble, without completely screwing over the mid-range. And let's just recap on why you should consider buying the Delci and why you shouldn't. Let's just start with why you should. First of all, and most obviously, if you're someone who's tired of all the hybrid IEMs that are currently on the market and want that purist experience, a single DD and nothing else. Second of all would be its build quality. It comes in a metal shell and feels very sturdy, very durable, and will probably last you for many years to come. Third, on its sound signature, V-shaped, well executed V-shape, and one of the more exciting sound signatures they're gonna get from our catalog. And now let's move on to why you shouldn't consider the Delci, and first of all would be obviously its single 3.5mm SKU. Again, if you're someone who likes to rock out with a balanced cable, with a balanced DAC, then you just have to buy a separate cable instead. Second would be on its sound signature. Again, if you're someone who is just sensitive to enhanced bass, enhanced treble, then Delci is not for you. And that is the Kefine Delci, a solid entry into the sub $100 dynamic driver market. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can always try it out for yourself at the Hangout. We're located at 200 South Bridge Road in Chinatown. Come on down, grab a cup of coffee or maybe an ice cream and then ask for the Delci. Try it out for yourself and then form your own opinions. And for those of you who are not privileged enough to be in Singapore, well, you can always come on down to hangout.audio, our online retail store. We ship globally and for free for orders over $30. This is Critical for Hangout.audio, and remember kids, if it's not on the list, it doesn't exist. See you next week.